It's time for some football at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And away we go at the link. Tank Bigsby here with the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone of football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get into these short yardage situations around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
He had it for a moment.
Não, mano.
Defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Well, partner, I know you love your baseball analogies. That's 3 strikes right there. And this offense 3 and out to begin this game.
And I think next drive, play number 1 should be a run. What do you think?
Yeah,
Pega a bola, velho.
Way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, well, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
They stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over it.
And he got what he could there, rolling to the 14. Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so... much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Yeah, here we go.
First down, and they go right back to it. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's got it.
Não.
And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense.
At their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Great. Set. Trimmer.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He's got Devontae Smith. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. On the move, headed right. Oh, he was
passa, mano.
him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 31-yard line.
Great. Set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Back to throw, Hurts. Looking out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Finds Barkley underneath. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before the stop.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
So 4th down on heads. Braden Mann for the punt. Oh, and they're going to fake this one.
No!
And they got sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
You know, in these situations, Kate, you got to be a great actor. That time, the punt unit defensively was not buying anything they were selling. That's a big stop on the fake punt.
Dallas sending its offense out for the 2nd time this game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks could...
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and 3rd pick in the 2018 draft.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise, and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the ball.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. To the
Boa.
wow, what a catch there.
Boa.
Complete. From the 44-yard line, here's second down at 7. Here's Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. It's a gain of 13, first down Seahawks. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Open there, right side is Kupp, complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard
Off of play action, Darnold. Throw left side.
Aí, mano.
And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Cooper Kupp from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season. In the NFL.
The secret to his game and his success? Incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet him before practice, he actually demands it, because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they'll be hard to beat each and every ball game.
Now 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ah, filha da mãe, passou, velho. Caraca.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Salve, galera. E aí, como vocês estão? Boa tarde aí, mano. Boa tarde, boa tarde.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
The tight end in motion right. Play action. Now Purdy. And he can't quite bring it in.
Boa tarde, alguém tá me escutando? Second down. E aí, Tico? Salve, galera, beleza? Se vocês estiverem me escutando, dá um salve aí. Não sei se tá funcionando.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Purdy.
Ah, não vai passar não, mano. Tá normal? Beleza, mano. E aí, Tico? Brincando um pouquinho no futebol americano. Porra, pior que eu gosto aqui, mano. Acredite ou não, eu gosto, velho. Não vou reclamar que tá em inglês, porque, né? É aí pra tá em inglês mesmo. Nah.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it?
Fazer uma corridinha pelo meio? Será? Uma corridinha pelo meio? Vamos correr pelo meio da defesa, vamos ver se vai dar bom. Ah, não, quase. Quase foi.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. 3rd and 3.
Salve, galera, e como vocês estão? Tranquilidade? Como tá a tarde de vocês?
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He'll try to pick it up himself.
Achei que era jogo meu. Parece, né, mano? Parece, né, Tico? Pior que parece, mano. Não. Fake punch. Pior que parece, velho. Aí, escapou, velho. Ai, caramba, escapou, mano. Puta, velho. Era pra pegar essa bola, velho. Mas tá bom, vambora, mano. Bora defender. Tá bom. Marcar em zona.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to
dia que eu melhorar meu inglês, eu vou conseguir entender um pouco melhor, né? Tô pensando.
Purdy now to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Aí, boa, deu bom, blitz. Aí, Márcio, beleza, mano? Derruba. É, velho. Porra, da hora demais isso aqui, mano. O gráfico é fenomenal, né, velho? Pelo menos o gráfico é bom, mano. Pelo menos é bom. Ah, eles vão chutar o field goal. Para fazer ponto tem que passar pelo... não, tem... mais ou menos. Errou. Acertaram. Acertou o field goal. Não, para fazer ponto, você tem que chegar no fim do campo, mano. Aí é touchdown. Esse que ele fez vale 3 pontos, que é o field goal, tá ligado? Ele fez o field goal vale 3. O touchdown vale 6, aí tem um ponto extra. Vou tentar fazer um touchdown aqui, mano. Vou tentar chegar no touchdown.
Play fake, and it's Darnold. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll let this go.
Aí, touchdown! Aê, consegui! Touchdown! Uhul! Boa! Aí, ó. Agora eu vou pro ponto extra. Touchdown vale 6, ponto extra vale 1. Extra points. Boa. Daí, tipo, você atacar aí no chão, a bola... Nossa, velho. Peraí, deixa eu olhar aqui. Daí, tipo, se atacarem no chão a bola, eles têm que pegar e atacar pra trás da bola. Não, se cair no chão, acaba a jogada, mano. Depende. Se o cara tocar a bola... não. Se ele tocar a bola, se ele fizer um fumble, que é o fumble, né, que os caras falam, dá um toque na bola, ela cai no chão e o time adversário pegar, você pode atacar. Aí tem várias regrinhas, mano. Aí tem que assistir, Márcio. Tem que assistir, mano. A temporada passada acabou aí agora. O Seahawks foi campeão.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
É porque realmente gosto, mano. Eu realmente assisto, gosto. Faz um bom tempo, tá ligado? Então. Acho que o que mais pega são as táticas, né? Você fazer as táticas, mano. Olha só quem apareceu. E aí, Cal? Bom, velho.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Pass caught by Pearson.
Para quieto, mano.
Field across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here on first and 10.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, 49ers.
But now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And hit behind the...
Aí, fumble, peguei a bola. Aí, peguei. Touchdown, vai. Aê, touchdown. Boa. Aí, mano. Aí, conseguimos fumble. Boa. Muito bom, velho. É da hora.
And it's 21-3. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And the returner down to a knee.
Aí pediu que fair catch.
Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter. Finished with over 300 yards on the night.
They bring the man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Shotgun now with Purdy. That's out wide for Robinson.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Here's Purdy. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba getting ready to go back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Darnold. Going up top for Cup. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, son.
Back to throw, Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now it's Darnold. He'll try and do this himself. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It does.
R2, L2, uma R2 que eu tô fazendo. R2 menos RX. Ah, tá.
Work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Purdy looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He's on his way. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now Myers for the extra point. Get there.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At the 27-yard line.
18, watch out.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So halftime here out west, let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Back to throw, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Get set. Get set. Up. 18. What's up?
Purdy. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right to kind of play it into their hands. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for San Francisco. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To the right side, this is Walker. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Those are the plays this defense needs or the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
To throw is Darnold. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Brings up 3rd and 16.
Here goes that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it will still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Ah, não, era só correr, porra. Ah, mano, era só correr, velho. Caramba, era só correr, velho. Só correr passava já, velho. Fui passar pro cara, mano. Ah, caramba. Só 4 jardas, era só correr, mano.
Chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out. Back.
Throwing here, Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
This is Jennings. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the Seahawks 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Purdy from the gun.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
36-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll run it here. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get it behind the line. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one incomplete. Now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Sam Darnold punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Niners set to take over on offense. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again. as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Leonard Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
We're going to set.
Now Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Give them 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Go set. Reset.
Não, passa, porra. Passa, mano.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Go set. Reset.
Here's Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Go set.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Purdy now to throw. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
To the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, happy to have you with us. And this is an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, and they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know, we've watched it through the centuries, and we know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guaranteed the Jets win. It's just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet catch as those Giants shock the Patriots in their perfection. And that also is the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey? Well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each run of the playoffs. And it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Brought in, a big gain here for Diggs. Still fighting forward. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Borregales on to send it away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He's brought down just inside the 25. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former 3rd overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. I think this is one of those moments you just go back in that backyard as a kid and close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So it'll be 2nd down. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they could be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he'll get it up to the 27. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. They'll try to throw. It's Darnold.